So using this code block, we are going to create a cube now. For this, open empty file and first we save it, file, save as for batch cube dot cpp. Again using the same hash include graph dot h int main. Again the 5 lines we require int gm comma gd is equal to detect semicolon, then init graph ampersand gd ampersand gm 0 semicolon. Okay, now here we are going to draw a cube. So for cube, how many points we require here? We require 8 points. So instead of taking x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 in this way, what we are going to do here, we are going to take an array of 8 size. So int x array of 8 size and y array of 8 size. Okay, instead of taking x1 y1 x2 y2 in this way up to 8 numbers, using the for loop, simple for I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 8, or you can take I is less than 9, I plus plus, enter. Okay, now first we need that the user enter the points of the cube every time when we execute it. So that printf, so I use printf, so here I need to include printf, enter the x of I and y of I value. So I write here, enter I am assuming that you know the programming printf scanf, simple I comma I. Okay, so here enter the value, sorry, it is x, then input scanf, scanf, two values, so percentage d. If we 8 times we consider, then 8 times we need to write percentage and this d, sorry, and that's why to avoid this we take the array here. Okay, one by one array element we are going to insert or input. Okay, after that we are going to draw the two rectangles. Okay, and then that rectangles we are going to connect with the lines. For I first set the color, by default it is white as a by default. So instead of that I use yellow color. Red and blue colors are mixed with the black, not possible to see it properly, that's why I use here yellow color. Now the rectangle function, the functions are available in the Win BGI manual. all the functions and their formats. Rectangle. So for rectangle we require the four values. Okay. So here we take the standard x5. I'm going to show you here the result. X5, Y5, X7, Y7, semicolon, a rectangle, X1. Not is it is the single way. You can use another two rectangles and join this with the lines. This is one example. X3 and Y3. Okay. Semicolon. Going to what is remaining here? Get ch. Close graph and return 0. Mm. It's not declared here. Okay. So here enter the value of x1, y1. I'm going to enter the values here. 8 values we need to insert. 200, or I enter 100, 100, x1, y1, x2, y2, 200, 100, then x3, y3, 200, 200. All 8 combinations should be different. If you use the same, then it shows the same point on the screen. XY plane. 200, 150, 50, 250, 50, 250, 150, 150, 150. Okay, enter. So these two rectangles are generated. What is the next step? We are now going to draw a line from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. So how many lines we need to draw here? 4 lines. So when we attach these 4 lines, it generates the cube. So I draw here the lines. Line. Sorry, square. 4 lines I am going to draw here. Again we need to use the combination like this. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Okay. And now I am going to execute it. Again I give the same points here. 100. Sorry. 100. Then 200. 100. 200. 200. 100. 200. 150. 50, 50, 250, 50, then 250, 150, and 150, 150, enter. So the cube is generated. What we have done, first we draw this rectangle, and then we attach the line. It is not the single way. You can draw these side rectangles and then attach the lines. You can draw this one and you can attach the line. Any two rectangles you need to draw first and then attach it with the lines. So in this way it generates the cube. If you want to draw a cube in the xy plane in the first quadrant, so what we need to do, first we divide that into x and y coordinate using GateMax x and GateMax y. So using these two lines, first it divided into four quadrant. Then using the same method, whatever we have seen previously, what we have done, first we draw two rectangles. Whatever the x1 and xi and yi values, get added with the GateMax x divided by 2, and yi is subtracted from a GateMax y divided by 2, and that's why whatever the rectangle or whatever the cube we are going to draw, it will be in the x and y plane. So we are going to draw it here, correct, that cube. So all the values xi and yi coordinates should be greater than GateMax x divided by 2, and y coordinates are less than GateMax y divided by 2, and that's why all xi values are added with the GateMax x divided by 2, and all the y values are subtracted from GateMax y divided by 2. And once we do it or execute it, it shows the cube only in the first quadrant. I'm going to execute it. Okay, so here x and y lines are generated. Give the values of x1, y1. I give some minimum values so that it fit in the first quadrants. 50, 150, 50, then 150, 150, 50, 150, 100, 0, then 200, 0, 200, 100, 100, 100. So the cube is generated on the first quadrant only. Now apply the same translation and all these things, and you can perform the transformation. Why we require it in the case of reflection? We need to show it through the x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, reflection through y is equal to x, reflection through y is equal to minus x. So in that case we require the x and y plane. Otherwise, sharing effect, transition effect, you can show without the x and y coordinates, but it is the standard practice that you perform the transformation with x and y plane on this generated cube. Standard function, there is a standard function provided by the graphics.h header file is the bar function. So using that bar 3D function, you can directly draw a cube. So what are the bar 3D function coordinates? Which points are required there? So in bar 3D function, you required 6 coordinates. Okay, left of the bar, left line, top of the bar, right of the bar, bottom of the bar, depth, how much depth you want of the bar, and top flag. Top flag either 1 or 0. So I'm going to draw it here, bar 3D. So see here, it directly give you, and here you can see open declaration. Bar 3D is int left, int top, int right, int bottom, int left, and int top flag. Okay, so first I need to enter a left. Suppose I use here 50, right, top 50, left, first right 100, and bottom 100. Depth of the bar is 25, and the top flag 1. Top flag means if we want to display the top of the bar, I'm going to execute it. Okay, I saved it, not saved it in proper way. Save as .cpp. Then I executed. Okay, so this bar is generated here with values left 50. Okay, then top 50, then right 100. Okay, this one. So all these right side is considered at 100 and bottom 100. Depth 25. This depth. Okay, this depth of the bar is 25 and top flag is equal to 1. If I make this top flag as 0, see what happens. Instead of 1, suppose I make it 0 and I execute it. So top, it will not show you the top, and that's why for cube I make it 1. If I change its depth, see here the result 50 and execute. You can see its depth is increased by 25. So if you want the rectangle in proper size, give this left and top same value, right and bottom same value, and then you can see the result. Proper cube is generated here. So using the same method that I explained you in the previous, that use the GetMax X, GetMax Y, and try to draw it in the first quadrant. And then on these points you can apply the translation rotation.